Commentator and former F1 driver Martin Brundle is back in the spotlight after making a controversial statement regarding Lewis Hamilton's chances of winning the world title. The statement immediately shocked many F1 fans and observers, and sparked debate in various circles. What exactly did Brundle say, and how much impact will it have on Hamilton and the competition this season? Let's discuss it in depth. The 2025 Formula One season has yet to begin, but there is already a heated debate about Lewis Hamilton's chances of winning the world title with Ferrari. Former driver and renowned F1 analyst Martin Brundle has made a statement that has surprised many. In his analysis, Brundle believes that Hamilton will win several races this season, but he does not believe that the seven-time world champion has a realistic chance of winning the title this year. This statement has certainly rocked the F1 community, especially as the 2025 season marks Hamilton's debut with Ferrari, a team with a long history and high expectations. With his experience and extraordinary track record, many consider Hamilton to be one of the main contenders. However, the fact that none of the Sky F1 panelists have put his name on the list of potential title contenders suggests that there are serious doubts about his chances. Several key factors stand out in the analysis. First, the 2025 season is predicted to be tighter than ever, with several teams showing significant improvements in performance. McLaren, for example, has made great strides in the development of its latest car, the MCL39. This car is considered to be their most competitive package yet, with impressive aerodynamic innovations and power efficiency. Lando Norris, who has shown incredible consistency and speed in recent seasons, is now in a very good position to challenge for the world title. In fact, the majority of Sky F1 analysts have him as the strongest contender to win the championship this season. On the other hand, Red Bull remains a major force on the grid, although its dominance may have waned slightly compared to previous seasons. Max Verstappen, who has secured 4 consecutive world titles, remains the main threat to his rivals. His ability to maximize the car's potential, even in less favorable situations, makes him a very difficult opponent to beat. Although there are signs that Red Bull is not as strong as it was 2 or 3 years ago, it still has the capacity to compete at the top. In addition, Mercedes, the team that Hamilton recently left, has reportedly made great strides in developing their car for the 2025 season. With more mature technical changes and increased performance stability, many believe that Mercedes can once again be the main contender for the title. This is certainly a challenge for Ferrari, the team that is now Hamilton's new home. Ferrari must ensure that they are not only able to keep up with the development of the other teams, but that they can be competitive from the start of the season. With so many teams showing strong potential, the margin for error for each driver is diminishing, so every strategic decision and technical development will be crucial in determining the final outcome of the championship. Hamilton, who has built a reputation as one of the best drivers in F1 history, certainly cannot be underestimated. However, with the competition heating up, the challenges he faces at Ferrari may be tougher than previously thought. How quickly he can adapt to the car and his new team system will determine his chances of winning the title this year. Ferrari itself is still a big question mark. Their latest car, the SF25, has shown improvements in several areas, most notably aerodynamics and tire management. However, there are still concerns about its consistency. Hamilton and teammate Charles Leclerc have revealed that the car has balance issues in some conditions during pre-season testing. Ferrari's engineering team continues to work on these issues, but there is no guarantee that they have managed to close the gap on McLaren and Red Bull. Hamilton also faces the challenge of adapting to Ferrari's work culture. After more than a decade at Mercedes, he is used to a stable, efficient, and long-term approach. Ferrari, on the other hand, is known for a more emotional and reactive working style that often leads to less than optimal strategic decisions. It remains to be seen whether Hamilton can adapt to this new environment and whether Ferrari can give him more freedom to make strategic decisions. Hamilton's arrival at Ferrari also raises big questions about the team's internal relationships. For years, Leclerc has been at the heart of the Ferrari project and considered the future of the team. His raw speed, especially in qualifying, makes him one of the most exciting drivers on the grid. However, he also has weaknesses in race management and strategy, areas where Hamilton excels. Having 2 high-caliber drivers on the same team almost always creates tension. If Hamilton is able to outperform Leclerc from the start of the season, Ferrari will face a major dilemma. Will they continue to support Leclerc as their main driver, or will they turn to Hamilton, who has more experience in the title race? History shows that internal rivalries often lead to tension and can be detrimental to a team's chances of contending for the title. Ferrari also has a reputation for poor strategic decisions on the track. Even when they have a competitive car, strategic mistakes often cost them valuable points. Hamilton, known for his sharp strategic instincts and excellent ability to read the race, could be a valuable asset to Ferrari in this regard. But will the team trust his judgment and give him the freedom to make decisions? This will be a crucial factor in their success in the 2025 season. Former F1 driver turned commentator Martin Brundle has weighed in on Lewis Hamilton's chances of winning the world title this season. Although Brundle has never doubted Hamilton's greatness as one of the best drivers of all time, he remains skeptical about the seven-time world champion's chances of reclaiming the top spot. Brundle's doubts are not unfounded. Competition in F1 is getting tougher, with Red Bull still the dominant force, while Ferrari and McLaren are also showing signs of revival. Add to that the uncertainty over whether Ferrari can deliver a truly competitive car. History has shown that in this sport, talent alone is not enough. Success also depends on car performance, team strategy, and other external factors such as reliability and decisions made throughout the season. However, one thing that cannot be ignored is Hamilton's mental toughness and experience. Time and time again in his career, he has turned seemingly unfavorable circumstances around and proven that he remains a serious threat to anyone who wants to win the title. If Ferrari can improve the performance of their car as the season progresses, it is not impossible that Hamilton could once again work his magic on the track and challenge his rivals in unexpected ways. With so many factors still uncertain, the 2025 season is set to be one of the most interesting in F1 history. Not only because of the ongoing rule changes and technological developments, but also because of the big decisions made by several teams and drivers, most notably Lewis Hamilton. His decision to leave Mercedes for Ferrari has been a major highlight in the racing world, sparking much speculation and heated debate among F1 fans and analysts. Hamilton's move to Ferrari is one of the boldest decisions of his career. After more than a decade with Mercedes, where he achieved numerous successes including 7 world titles, he now faces a new challenge with a team that has a rich history but has often struggled with strategy and car development. F1 analysts, including Martin Brundle, are skeptical about whether the move will bring the desired results or prove to be a losing proposition. All eyes will be on the first race in Melbourne. The Australian Grand Prix will be an early test for Ferrari and Hamilton. If the prancing horse team can compete with McLaren and Red Bull right from the start, Hamilton's chances could be much better than expected. However, if Ferrari makes another strategic mistake, has technical problems, or does not have a car that is competitive enough to be at the front of the pack, then Hamilton's hopes of winning an 8th title could become increasingly difficult to achieve. The dynamics of this season's competition will also be influenced by other factors, including the performance of Max Verstappen, who remains the main threat at Red Bull, and the rise of McLaren, who continue to show significant improvements. Mid-table teams such as Aston Martin and Mercedes cannot be underestimated either, especially if they are able to develop their cars well throughout the season. In the end, the big question remains: is Brundle right in his analysis that Hamilton might struggle at Ferrari, or will Hamilton prove once again that he is one of the greatest drivers of all time, capable of overcoming any obstacle? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.